Guys, we have an urgent information coming out. Steve Bannon reveals that there is a plan for U.S. president to seek a third term in 2028. Now, I did talk about this, I think it was 2 days ago, but we have some more information coming out. Now, Steve is saying that there is a plan and that he will remain in power. All right, and that there's gonna be some unfinished business that he has to finish before leaving. All right, so we're gonna see what's going on here, guys. What are your thoughts? Leave comments down below. Before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Okay. So Steve, the mega podcaster and former White House strategist, claimed in a recent interview that a strategy exists for the U.S. Commander-in-Chief to pursue a third term in 2028, despite constitutional barriers. So there is a loophole, basically. There is a way for a third term. All right, so it says here in October 23rd, 2025, discussion with the economist, you have Steve asserted that the U.S. commander is going to be commander in 2028, and people just out to get accommodated with that. I remember, I think it was like a month ago, you have Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer. They were at the White House, and Donald placed a couple of hats that says 2028 right in front of them. And you had Gavin Newsom. Gavin is saying, I'm receiving dozens of 2028 hats. And can this be a sign, a possibility that Donald could serve another term, a third term? Well, here's the thing, guys. Donald said that he's not going to do it. Now, he did say that there's a loophole, but he was not planning on doing it. But you never know. He could, change his mind and then run for a third term. And that right there is going to, I don't know how the U.S. is going to react, Americans. But it says here, he teased details saying at the appropriate time, will lay out what the plan is. So there is a plan. There is a plan. And confirmed. But there is a plan. There is a plan. Steve, who lacks current White House access, hinted at many different alternatives for extending the U.S. Commander-in-Chief tenure. Now, the U.S. Commander-in-Chief has flirted with the concept since his 2024 re-election, even as the 22nd Amendment caps president at 2 terms. At a February 2025 White House event, he quipped to supporters, "Should I run again? You tell me." Give me a second here, guys. So you tell me. You have merchandise like Trump 2028 hats from the Trump organization has appeared at rallies, including a June 2025 Detroit Policy Forum with Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. So what do you guys think? Is he running for 2028? You think he's going to run for 2028? And is it fair? Be honest. Be honest. All right? Is it fair? Now, imagine if Barack was running for a third term. Ooh, Americans will be very upset. Joe, they would be very upset. Donald, be honest. Should we just leave 2 terms and keep it the way it is? But again, guys, just be honest. Again, some people's gonna be like, "Go, Donald, go." But again, if Barack was doing it, people are gonna be like, "No, that's not going against the Constitution." So it says here, yet the U.S. commander has acknowledged limits In a May 2025 NBC News interview, he noted, "I will say this. So many people want me to do it. I have never had requests so strong as that, but it's something that, to the best of my knowledge, you're not allowed to do." You know how many people wanted George Washington? Back in those days, they told George Washington, hey, go for it. People loved him. People loved him. He's like, no, no, no. I think this is good enough. And, the next person took the spotlight. And, people back then, they really loved Washington. He was a commander and a general. Just imagine that. Just imagine seeing Joe being general. Man, that would be like, yeah, that ain't gonna look good. All right, so once again, it says here, the notion challenges core democratic norms. You have Senate Majority Leader John, Republican from San Diego or South Dakota, excuse me, dismissed it in March 2025, stating that the U.S. commander couldn't stay without a change in the Constitution. In September of 2025, on the news, once again, you have Mr. John added, "I think the Constitution speaks to that issue, and I think it's pretty plain, calling reaction pretty light-hearted." Now, Steve, fresh from a 2024 prison stint and a February 2025 fraud guilty plea over border wall funds, retains sway in MAGA ranks. The left eyeing 2028 frame the idea as a threat to norms. So what do you guys think? Is Donald going to run for 2028? Give me a second here. And this is what's going on. You got, give me a second. Let me just zoom this in so you guys have a better view. All right, so you got $50. $50? Come on, man. That's way too much. Come on, Donald. $50? I got this USC hat for like $10. Advanced auto parts. I was fixing my truck and I went to get what was it? I don't know what in the world I went to get, but I went there and I saw the UFC hat. I'm like, I want that. How much? $10. I'm like, I get it. I should have got two. But yeah, $50 for that. It better come with some signature or something. That's a lot of money. That's way too much money. Let's skip this part. Give me a second here. Alright, so basically it seems like this is all of it here. But we do have some more breaking news, guys. It seems like someone just gave a hint of running for president. And she, yep, it's a she. She said the job is not done. You guys know who I'm talking about, and basically is Harris. She's saying job is not done. But either way, I don't think she's going to be commander. Gavin has a better chance of being commander. So it says here, Harris declares to America that she's not done and might run for 2028. Don't do it. Don't do it. You and Kanye West will not become commanders. Alright, give me a second here, guys. We have a breaking news that's coming out right now. This is a very important news. Roz Alert just put out this information. The U.S. commander has announced that he will increase tariff on Canada by another 10%. You know, again, I did some research when it comes to Ronald Reagan and the tariffs. And Ronald Reagan has put out some good stuff that tariff it's not. I mean, at the very beginning, it's gonna work, but at the very end, it's just gonna hurt the U.S. It's going to really backfire, really, really backfire. So again, Canada is back in the picture. Ah, look at this. I was talking about Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was strongly opposed to blanket tariffs, viewing them as detrimental to economic growth and global trade. In his 1987 radio address, and I heard that yesterday, I was listening to that. Very good address. He warned that such tariff could lead to retaliation, trade wars, and ultimately harm American workers and consumers by shrinking markets and causing job losses. Yep, I watched the video last night. Reagan's stance was that tariffs should be used sparingly and only in specific cases of unfair trade practices, not as a broad policy tool. This perspective contrasts sharply with the U.S. commander approach, which involves widespread tariffs on various imports, including those from Canada, aimed at protecting domestic industries but risking broader economic consequences. Reagan's comments in the address highlight his belief that protectionism, exemplified by blanket tariffs, undermines the prosperity that free trade fosters. I don't know, guys. What are your thoughts on these trade stuff, like tariffs? Leave comments down below. But I just have a strong feeling that something's going to backfire, and Donald is going to. He's going to feel that. Someone is going to have the best card. I feel like China is going to be like, hey, Donald, I warn you. And it's going to hurt our empire. Possibly Donald will be in tears and stuff like that. But I just have a feeling someone is going to knock out this empire. Remember, guys, all empires, they come down. They can't be on top forever. All right, and the most is like 200 something years. We basically in that time frame. So this is what Donald said about Canada. Canada was caught red-handed putting up a fraudulent advertisement of Ronald Reagan's speech on tariffs. But it wasn't. I mean, the video was, I don't know. The video was legit. I mean, it was a video from the 1980s. So the Reagan Foundation said that they created an ad campaign using selective audio and video of Ronald Reagan. The ad misrepresent that the presidential radio address and did not seek nor receive permission to use and edit the remarks. But there was nothing edited. I watched the interview of Ronald Reagan, and then I heard the advertisement, and there was nothing that was edited. I mean, I could be wrong, but again, leave comments down below. The Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institute is reviewing its legal options in this matter. The sole purpose of this fraud was Canada's hope that the U.S. Supreme Court would come to their rescue on tariffs, as they have used for years to hurt the U.S. Now, what if Canada is trying to warn us and tell Donald, this is going to hurt you, man? What if Canada is basically trying to, let us know that this is going to be ugly? Now the U.S. is able to defend itself against high and overbearing Canadian tariffs, and those from the rest of the world as well. Ronald Reagan loved tariffs. I don't think Ronald Reagan loved tariffs. I don't know about that, guys. For purposes of national security and the economy, but Canada said he didn't. The advertisement was to be taken down immediately, but they let it run last night during the World Series. Oh wow. Okay, I missed that one. Yeah. And hey, Toronto Blue Jays, they beat the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yeah, I think there was a grand slam. Come on, Dodgers. All right, so it says here at the World Series, knowing that it was a fraud because of their serious misrepresentation of the facts, In hostile act, I am increasing the tariff on Canada by 10% over and above what they are paying now. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Donald, you shouldn't let your feeling get the best of you. Again, slapping those tariffs because of advertisement is just not good. See, look, again, someone is like breaking a fact that Ronald Reagan didn't like terror, especially on allies. I really don't agree. I don't like grok, but this one here I do agree. No, Ronald Reagan did not love tariffs. All right, so again, for those of you that know a lot about Ronald Reagan, leave comments down below. Was Reagan a big supporter of tariff? Did he love tariffs? I mean, the way I see it, in all the research I've done, he don't like tariffs. He say tariffs could hurt this country. So here's the video. Here's the video, guys. Someone just shared it. Watch the whole video. Ronald Reagan spot on. So here's a video of Ronald Reagan. I just shared it on my Twitter page. I don't know, but I just feel like, Donald kind of really messed up with that Ronald Reagan loved tariff. I don't think so. He was against it. I believe Ronald was against it. All right, guys. I'm going to leave it here. Leave comments down below. What are your thoughts? Share the video. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And check out the videos I posted today. The links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.